So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K19. In today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the San Antonio Spurs. This was the most requested rebuild team to use for a rebuild in my last rebuild, which was the Pelicans rebuild. So I just said the word rebuild, never mind. So the Spurs made one of the biggest moves of the offseason by trading Kawhi Leonard over to the Toronto Raptors for DeMar DeRozan. A lot of Raptors fans were not too happy about that trade at the time because DeMar has been such a loyal player for their fan base, and now it looks like they love Kawhi. They love Kawhi so much. Not really sure how DeMar is doing in San Antonio. The Spurs are like a 10 seed right now, like 15, 14, something like that, not even in the playoffs. It's a little bit unfortunate, but when you look at it, I think Dejounte Murray is out. I'm not positive about that one. I'm not going to pretend I know if he is or not. But this team is just not amazing at the end of the day, not what they used to be. I would ideally like to keep DeMar this whole video. Unknowingly, he is 29. Regression will start to hit soon. Not so bad where I probably have to trade him. Just probably will hit soon eventually. LaMarcus Aldridge will either be traded now or in this offseason. He will not be on this team for long. I love the guy in real life, but 2K regression is not very fun. So, and pretty much everybody else is free to go. I would like to sort of build around Dejounte Murray, but maybe ideally eventually have him as a sixth man on the team, seventh man, and then pretty much everybody else. I would like to send Lonnie Walker to the G League as well for this first season. And then I don't really think there's many other moves I do want to make. Murray's obviously going to be starting DeRozan, Gay, Aldridge, and Gasol. This bench is just great. They also picked up Pirtle from that trade with the Raptors. So immediately, if I can move LaMarcus Aldridge, I do not want to be good in the first year. I'm also going to be trading Rudy Gay because he's in the last year of his deal. I could pick up Markelle Fultz, which would be an interesting move, who just I feel like he drops overalls by the day. I'm not seeing really anybody else. Miles Bridges would be an interesting pickup. Rudy Gobert is also nice. Hardaway. Brandon Ingram, I could go. Vucevic. Capella, I saw. CJ McCollum's not a bad pickup. Do I want to go younger and cheaper like Brandon Ingram? I would also pick up KCP there, or I could go Miles Bridges. No, we're going to pick up Brandon Ingram. Let's give Brandon Ingram a chance. See if he can really be one of the main focal points on this team beside DeMar DeRozan, of course. So I'm hoping he can kind of turn into something. I really have never done a rebuild where I end up keeping him for the whole video, so maybe we could start today. I'm going to go ahead and now trade Rudy Gay because he is in the last year of his deal, 32 years old, probably not going to be re-signing him anyways, so he is going to go ahead and be moved at this point. I'm not really sure what I can get for him. Only $10 million contract. I think it's actually a little bit cheap for him. Maybe not. So Bobby Portis, if he wasn't a free agent after this year, that'd be perfect. Montrezl Harrell, I actually kind of like, and then maybe run him at power forward. I saw Whiteside, Enes Kanter. I think we're going to go ahead and pick up, let's go ahead and pick up Montrezl Harrell. We have to give up a second round pick too. Harrell is going to be playing some power forward for me. He's only 6'8". Goes up to an 83 overall at power forward. It's not a bad power forward pickup at all for us, I would say. So him and Gasol are going to be our front court. Gasol does have a team option after this year, which I'm going to accept, and then obviously trade him. So a couple big men off the bench. Bryn Forbes as well. KCP, I forgot we even had. Honestly, Bryn Forbes, how old is he? He's 25. I probably could send him to the G League, but I'm not going to. Mills is going to play 15. We're going to go 18 here. And then I'm probably going to give 35 there. Going to go 32 here. Ingram's going to go 34, 30, and then we're just going to give 30, and we'll go 33 here to Dejounte Murray. So this is going to be the rotation, season number 1. I do not want to be good. We might end up being pretty good because we do have a decent starting lineup. So Dejounte Murray, DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram, Montrezl Harrell, and Pau Gasol off the bench. Davis Bertans, Jakob Poeltl, KCP, and Patty Mills. So I don't really know how this team is going to be. I'm hoping we can be pretty bad. Again, with Popovich, that might be a little bit hard, but who knows how this team will do, and I'll see you guys at the end of the first year. So this season really didn't go as I thought it would. We went 52-30. I'm guessing that's a pretty good spot in the playoffs, probably a 4 seed. KD MVP, Aiden, Evans, Giannis, Clarkson, and Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. So we ended up as a 3 seed. I really didn't think we were going to be that good, but then again, I guess I don't know anything. So season stats, I'm guessing DeMar led us in scoring. He did with 26.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5 assists. Not bad. Then it was Montrezl Harrell, not a bad year. Brandon Ingram would prefer he scored more points than Harrell, but what are you going to do? Dejounte Murray, not bad at all, 12.5 points, 8.5 rebounds for a point guard, 7 assists. I don't know if I want him to start the whole video. Like, I kind of do, but also I kind of don't. It would be an interesting change because I really never actually end up having him start the whole video. Then it was Pau Gasol, Davis Bertans. If I did like a realistic rebuild with this team, he would absolutely be starting, but not realistic at all, to say the least. So we're taking on LeBron, our old friend LaMarcus Aldridge, who I believe I traded there for Brandon Ingram, and looks like they're going to end up beating us in the first round unless we make some sort of comeback right now, and we do not. We end up losing in 6. So I didn't really think this team was that good anyways, to even be a 3 seed. I'm sure LeBron would beat this team pretty much any day of the week, even with Brandon Ingram over Marcus Aldridge still. Not to worry, not to worry. I'm pretty excited about see where this team can go. I honestly forget what DeMar DeRozan's contract is. I'm going to have to look at that. I don't think he's a free agent. I hope he's not a free agent because that's kind of a pain. I don't think he is. I think he has at least 1 more year, maybe 2. Not positive. I remember he signed a contract extension in 2017, maybe 16. I honestly forget. So let me just check that out. DeRozan has 1 year left. Okay, and then it's a player option. So we're going to have him for 1 more year after this. And then I'm going to go ahead and assume he's going to decline that player option. So I do want to go ahead and bring back Greg Popovich. That goes without saying. Absolutely need him on this team. We'll keep Matthew Davis, keep Eldon Stewart, keep Tyler Richard. And then we're going to go assistant coach. We'll go Trent Peterson. And then I'll just get an assistant GM because people get mad sometimes when I don't. So let's hopefully get all 3 of these back. We obviously get Popovich back, and then we get Peterson as well. Staff should be all set. We're probably going to have to re-sign a trainer or a CFO at some point soon. That's not that big of a deal. So we end up with the 26th pick. Lonnie Walker is up to an 80 overall. That is pretty nice to see. Forbes is probably going to get traded. Patty Mills is going to get traded immediately. I'm not paying you $12 million. It's just not happening. You can have fun at Golden State. I'm going to go ahead and screw up their cap space situation, and then I'm going to go ahead and trade that first-round pick, do what I do best. Trade that first-round pick for a different first-round pick because it's going to lose some value because obviously the Warriors are going to be good no matter what because they still have KD and Curry. So, or excuse me, Curry and Draymond, and then they always get one back. You know what I mean. So, Davis Bertans, I like him. It's just $7 million. Just isn't going to happen. It's just not on my team. It just really can't. Robert Williams has been playing out of his mind recently, like so good recently. Like he's been a defensive god. He's going to be a bench player for us. Long story short, I didn't really mention I was going to be trading for him, but that ended up happening. So I'm up in the air on what I want to do with Harrell. I would like to maybe get a pick in this year's draft, but if I can't, I wouldn't also mind moving it for a future first-round pick from like. Could I actually end up with like this Clippers pick? I know sometimes this pick actually has some really good value. And I would also maybe throw in, do I have anybody under contract I would like to give up? I'll give you Chimzi Metu. And I'll also throw in another second-round pick and maybe 1 more second. And 1 more second. They agreed to that. Okay, so we got that unprotected Clippers pick, which sometimes turns into the first pick, sometimes turns into the 13th pick. Whatever the case may be, it should have some pretty good value in next year's draft. So immediately I see 1 definite starter. I would like to get an upgrade over Harrell and have him be a bench piece or possibly package him in a trade after this. But we actually do have a pretty good amount of cap space, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to sim up to team player options where I'm going to bring back everybody because I'm just going to go ahead and trade definitely like Pau Gasol and guys like that. So right now, Pau Gasol, will his overall jump at all if I move him to power forward? Goes up 1 overall point, doesn't hurt. So if I package Harrell, Gasol in my first-round pick next year, what is the best thing I can get? I can get Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, Kevin Knox. I can get Mo Bamba, Siakam, and Serge Ibaka. Nothing great. Wiggins, no. Do I want Kevin Knox? I kind of want Mo Bamba and Jonathan Isaac. You know, let's take this trade. We're staying cheap. We're staying young. I like that idea. It's going to give us a ton of cap space for this free agency still. We still also do have Brandon Ingram. So Isaac's going to be a bench piece for us. Mo Bamba will be starting at that center position for us. So let me just check this out right now. We have 1 minimum, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish, 7, 8. So I'm thinking there's really no good power forwards in this free agency class. We have no qualifying offers. I also want to trade Bryn Forbes and like a bunch of other scrubs that are just never going to play, like Derek White and Bryn Forbes. Like, first round pick, please. That's all I really need because I can sign bench players that are this good of an overall. I get Zaire Smith. If we send him to the G League last year, I probably would have taken that. Scalabus here. Okay, we're actually getting some decent offers. First round pick in Doug McDermott. First round pick in John Lure. Pick up OJ Nunby. I don't need a small forward. Let's just take 2 first round picks from the Suns. I think that was 1 first round pick and a protection backup or whatever the hell it was. But still, we're looking good. We should have some cap space for this free agency. Kyrie Irving is here. I'm going to always make an offer at him. I'm not going to go after Kemba in this video because I have been getting Kemba a decent amount recently. Kyrie is going to come here. Okay. Any chance I can possibly get DeMarcus Cousins too? I don't think we're going to have the cap space for this. We actually got them both. I don't think, like, we have $14 million. I need like 35. I think it's kind of low on cap space. I think we should have a little bit more than this. But again, I'm just going to take Kyrie Irving. It's not that big of a deal at all, actually. So Kyrie Irving, welcome to Phoenix. Welcome to Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Yeah, I said Phoenix. I'm doing a Spurs rebuild. Welcome to San Antonio. Well, that doesn't happen every day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't want Robert Williams starting. So that makes me think maybe packaging like Isaac and Jakob Poeltl for somebody decent. Let me just go player finder. We actually have a little bit of cap space too. So I probably could sign somebody decent. Like 1 year. I have $14 million. What could I get with that $14 million? Could I get like Isaiah Thomas? I would take IT. And then probably end up trading him. If he wants to accept that. Because he should have some decent trade value. And Isaiah Thomas, you are going to be traded now. You and 2 first-round picks. Get me some sort of power forward, please. Anything decent. And get DeAndre Jordan. Miles Turner. I actually haven't got Miles Turner in also a minute. Let me just make sure there's nothing else better before I go ahead and do that. So let's go player finder, power forward / center. I don't think I'm going to be able to get Jokic. Porzingis, probably not going to happen. Spurs require $11 million more. I would also give you Jonathan Isaac, $5 million more. And Jakob Poeltl. And then this Clippers pick, which has some pretty good value. And I would also give you the Suns pick. Yeah, I know I have to add the exception every time. Oh, it's so annoying. And I would give you my pick. Please go through. Okay, that's not going to happen. Blake Griffin. That's just not really what I'm looking for. Whiteside, Vucevic, Tobias Harris. You know what? Draymond I actually haven't gotten in a little while. And he's making pretty similar money to Isaiah Thomas. And I don't think I'd have to give him that Clippers pick. I could probably do this Suns pick instead. Then maybe this Bucks pick and then just a bunch of seconds. Hopefully this should go through. This is why you keep scrubs on your team, because eventually you can trade those scrubs, but I don't even have any right now. One more first, and I guess one more first, and they agree to that. So Draymond Green is going to be our new starting power forward. Not that big of a deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Might just have to move Williams and Poeltl for a different big man. Because I do not want to run a 10-man rotation like at all. So if I can move these two for some sort of different big man that's like a better overall, I would probably do it. You know what? I'm actually going to think about sending Robert Williams to the G League this year. Because I think that would be a good idea. Yeah, Robert Williams is going to spend some time in the G League, so this team is all set. I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2 of the rotation. So this is going to be the rotation for season number 2. It's going to be Kyrie Irving, DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram, Draymond Green, and Mo Bamba. Off the bench, Dejounte Murray, Jonathan Isaac, Lonnie Walker, and Jakob Poeltl. I have sent Robert Williams to the G League. I'm hoping this team can compete for a championship. Pretty sure it will, and I'll see you guys at the end of the second season. So into season number 2, we go 52-30. Again, I believe that was our record last year as well. Westbrook MVP.
Is this YouTube?
God, every time. Zion rookie of the year. Holy hell. 21.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, 5 assists. Schroeder, 6-man, Kawhi, Capella, and Steve Kerr wins coach of the year. We were a 2 seed, but I mean, we won 52 games. We had a really bad start to the year, and then we sort of picked it up. I don't know what the issue is. Honestly, I don't know why I'm looking at I don't know why playoff stats comes before season stats. It makes no sense to me. Kyrie was a god. Same with DeMar. Are you throwing things at me? Ingram was.
We just got that on video. You guys see that?
Is it on my hood? I don't
Yeah,
think
it's in the hood.
Ingram, Mo Bamba, Murray. I think just I don't know what it is with Draymond. He's just never that good. He declined a contract extension. I'm thinking about doing a sign and trade with him, even though he is so good defensively. Maybe if I can trade him for like a Blake Griffin, somebody like that, it just brings a little more emphasis to the game. What are you throwing at me at this point in time? We sweep the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round, and the Kings beat the Nuggets in the first round. So we're gonna face the Kings in round 2. Really shouldn't be that hard. I mean, we had a good year. Like, don't get me wrong. I think there's something wrong with this team. Maybe it's the combination of Brandon Ingram and Draymond Green, 2 players who are never that good in my league. So. Facing the Warriors, we obviously took Draymond from them. I don't know who else they lost. I will check it out after this game. They have Kyrie. I can't speak in this video. They have Steph, IT, KD, Thompson. I traded them IT for Draymond, but still, I don't know. I don't know. We're sweeping them, it looks like. Okay, now we can pick up the pace a little bit, I guess. And I would have preferred to face the Magic, but we're going to be facing Giannis and the Bucks in the NBA Finals. I just want to see who the Magic actually have. Oh my God, this would have been so nice. But let's check out who the Bucks have. Is Jason Tatum the highest over? That's so nice. Giannis, Eric Bledsoe, Brogdon. They have Nerlens Noel now and JJ Redick. JJ Redick would actually be a nice piece next to Giannis just for some floor spacing. But we win game 1. We win game 2. Are we going to sweep our way through the playoffs? Nope. All the other things must end. Up 3-1 though, and we win in 5, and Kyrie Irving is the Finals MVP. So 52-win team takes down the NBA Finals. I'll take. Not a bad year at all. say the least. I'm probably still going to be trading a few pieces just because I don't really think this team really kind of molds well together. We get Cuba Gooding. So let's head up to the draft. I believe we still do have this Clippers pick. It very well can end up being a bad pick, though, and it's the it's the first overall pick. Well then. Anyway, I can trade like Mo Bamba in the first overall pick for... Okay, that's a pretty good trade. Do I do this trade? I got Oladipo in the last video. I don't know if I could do it again. Anything for like DeMar in the first overall pick? I doubt it. Yeah, I didn't think so. How about Kyrie in the first overall pick? Nope. Can I just... Oh, do I not even get any... Oh, I gave Kyrie no trade clause. What offers can I get for DeMar? Nobody wants DeMar. I'm not going to trade Mo Bamba either. So we have the first overall pick. I honestly don't even know who I would take. Like maybe James Wiseman. Cole Anthony's a 78. James Wiseman is a 80 overall. And honestly, if I could trade Draymond then and start Wiseman and just say screw it. So yeah, let's go ahead and draft James Wiseman, and I'll just stay with you guys. I mean, we do have the first overall pick, so this is what the draft... I'm sure 98% of you know what the draft looks like. But James Wiseman, welcome to San Antonio. You win the championship, you take the first overall pick. Never a bad thing. So Wiseman is an 80 overall. I'm going to trade for that Clippers pick more often. It works out a lot. We're going to be bringing... Robert Williams is an 81 too. I forgot. Isaac and then Lonnie Walker back as well. I could honestly just let Draymond go. We also have to re-sign Ingram, Murray, and Pirtle, which is kind of annoying, just a little bit. But I mean, what are you gonna do, honestly? So I do want to bring all these guys back. Start out with Draymond. I would say he's probably most important, and the rest of them are restricted. So I'm gonna wait on them. So we get Draymond Green back. I'm not gonna announce the rights on any of those three. I'm just gonna match whatever contract they get. Brandon Ingram looks like he's gonna go to the Grizzlies. I am just gonna go ahead and match that deal. And then, so we get those two back, and now I should be able to give Murray a deal. I'm just gonna wait till he accepts it. The Grizzlies are trying to take our players. I really don't even need Pirtle back. I doubt I can even afford him. I'm probably so far into the hard cap. He signs it, and we're able to get all those guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players right now. Draymond and Ingram, I'm thinking about packaging together for a way better small forward. So Draymond goes up to a 91 at small forward. I'm not going to play him. I just want somebody who puts up some better stats. So offers, small forward, Bradley Beal. I'm going to take Bradley Beal and Otto Porter. That's the best trade we're going to get. And DeMar DeRozan's going to slide up to play some small forward for us. Bradley Beal is going to be the new shooting guard for this San Antonio Spurs team. So let's see what we're looking with right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we picked... I totally didn't even realize we got Otto Porter. That's interesting. So I do want to start Wiseman. Maybe, I mean, if I could package like Porter, Wiseman, and Pirtle and get an absolutely insane power forward, I wouldn't be against it. So Isaac, Porter, and Wiseman. And I mean, if I can get like... I can get Blake. That's just not like that good. So no way this can go through. No way I can get like Embiid. Is there... I mean, he's pretty much untouchable all the time. Otto Porter. It doesn't say he's untouchable. Not Robert Williams. I'm going to go ahead and throw in James Wiseman. 76ers have no cap space whatsoever, so I'm going to have to take your least paid player. Give me this guy. Of course he has 2-star trade value. Who does not have trade value on this team? Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews has 2.5. Get out of here. Honestly, can I trade finder him? Nope. I could try it with Towns. Doubt this is going to work. Yeah, he's untouchable. Jokic, maybe? Did Jokic get a big deal? Pick up Isaac and Otto Porter. Nuggets would acquire 171,000 more, and you can give me Monte Morris. Why does everybody have to have like 2-star trade value? Can you just give me thank you? Theo Danley, who's making $4 million, and then can I possibly throw in I have to put Wiseman in here. And then I'll give you this first round pick. There's no way this is going to go through. I don't even have the assets. This is like, I want to make a trade. Porzingis. Oh, last possible inch of hope, and he's untouchable. I mean, it's so annoying. Why can't you just trade for untouchable players just like once? And I will give you Jonathan Isaac. $5 million more. Do you have like anybody under contract that's like really bad? This is never going to happen. God, I want this to go through too. I really do. I just don't think it's going to be going through. So, I guess I'm going to be running with Draymond. Oh, I traded Draymond. I mean, I guess I'm going to be running with James Wiseman. I don't need Otto Porter at all, so I'm thinking about packaging Porter and Isaac for a better backup small forward. You know what I might do, actually? I might package... Where am I going? I'm sorry. I'm so lost right now. Good Lord. I'm going to bet we had a better backup center in trade... what am I even doing? Do I have 11 players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still have 11 players. Let's take a minute. Let me take a minute here. Wiseman is starting, without a doubt. Robert Williams could be moved. I want to move probably Porter over Isaac. So Pirtle and Porter I'm just going to put in there and get a better backup center. Porter, and Pirtle and a first for like decent-ass backup center. Whiteside sounds like a decent center. We're going to take him and Doug McDermott. Whiteside's going to start, if we're being honest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when Doug McDermott's not playing, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess Robert Williams is just going to get... You know what? I'm going to trade Robert Williams because I feel bad. He should not be like... He doesn't need to be on this team like at all. So I'm going to trade him for a first-round pick or 2 first-round picks, whatever. He's off the team. Team's all set. 9 good players. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. So into the third and final year, we go 63-19. James Harden MVP. Cole Anthony Rookie of the Year. Dejounte Murray wins 6 man. Kawhi, DeAndre Ayton, and Greg Popovich does finally win a Coach of the Year. So we obviously are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. Finally get that 60 win mark, really. Best record in the NBA by far. So let's check out some player stats. Kyrie, DeMar, Bradley Beal, Hassan Whiteside looks like he was a good pickup. James Wiseman was a pretty good pickup as well. Mo Bamba had a down year, but again, he didn't start at all. This team was insane. Like, very well one of my best rebuilds of 2K19 probably. So taking on the Utah Jazz in the first round, Donovan Mitchell, pretty much expect to sweep them. As I say that, we lose game 1, but pretty sure it should be a pretty easy comeback. So good Lord, I'm not trying to lose. I'm not losing. I'm just not doing this. Oh boy, this should go well. Taking on James Harden, MVP, and the Houston Rockets in the second round. Come on. No, thank you. No, thank you. Up 2-1. Come on. Winner faces the Golden State Warriors in Western Conference Finals. We swept through the playoffs last year pretty much. So we lost 1 game in the finals, and come on. Let's beat the Warriors. It's probably going to be our toughest test. We are so much better than them at this point. It's not even funny. 3-0, and thanks for coming, Steph, but we're going to... So we lost. We lost, but we're not losing again. There's no way that... We're not doing this again. We're going to simcast. We always do well when we simcast. Come on. If I have to hop in, I will. Nope. 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 We're not going to be doing this, and...
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. Taking on Kawhi and the Raptors. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Kyle Lowry went up 2 overalls when he's 2 years older. Some things just don't make any sense. Villanova sucks. We're up, or we're tied at 1-1. If I get hit in a couple seconds. Villanova's very good. But we're tied 2 games apiece with the Raptors. We should be winning this game, and if it's close and we want to see some gameplay, I'll hop in because I haven't hopped in a minute. Wow, the Raptors are actually going to win this game. Okay, so we're going to a game 7. We're going to a game 7, and come on. No, I'm not losing to this team. It looks like it's going to be a close one. Let's hop in. 3 minutes left to go. Down 2. See you guys in the game. Long story short, we lost. The gameplay will not be in the video. Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP. It was BS, to say the least. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below. If you guys new, make sure to subscribe. Let me know what team you want me to see me rebuild next. I'll see you guys all in the next video.